The world has seen its fair share of infamous criminals who have committed heinous crimes and left an indelible mark on history. From drug lords to serial killers, these criminals have wreaked havoc, causing destruction and terror wherever they go. Despite the efforts of law enforcement agencies, some of these criminals have managed to evade capture, and some of them remain the most notorious. Here are top 10 biggest criminals. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10. Pedro Antonio Marin. Pedro Marin, born in Colombia, joined a guerrilla self-defense group at 20 and went on to establish FARC, one of the most notorious rebel groups in the world. He controlled the drug trade in the US and the taxation of the drug trade in Colombia, indulging in various criminal activities, including extortion, murders, and terrorism. Despite being responsible for the deaths of many, he remained a symbol of resistance for some. In 2008, he died due to natural causes, leaving behind a complex legacy. Number 9. Ahmed Tavi. Ahmed, born in Iran in 1970, migrated to Canada in 1994 and quickly became involved in drug peddling and trafficking. His criminal activities soon escalated, leading to him becoming the leader of an Iranian organized crime family. But it was his fraudulent telemarketing business in the USA that made him a target of law enforcement. Over 3 years, he swindled more than $3 million from hundreds of victims, resulting in charges of mail fraud, wire fraud, and telemarketing fraud. In 2005, the FBI arrested him, but he managed to escape from prison before his trial. Number 8. Rafael Caro Quintero. Rafael's humble beginnings in Sinaloa masked a dark ambition that drove him to the top of the drug trafficking world. Starting small with marijuana production, he soon amassed wealth and power, merging multiple cartels to form a behemoth organization. But his ascent was marred by violence and bloodshed, including the kidnapping of a USD agent and the murder of 3 others. Despite being sentenced to 40 years in prison, Rafael was released in 2013 due to a flawed trial. He remains at large, with a staggering $20 million reward for information leading to his capture. Number 7. James Whitey Boger. James Whitey Boger was a notorious American crime lord who led the Winter Hill Gang and controlled the Boston underworld for over 3 decades. After being convicted and released on parole, he became an FBI informant and committed 19 murders while extorting money from businessmen and drug dealers. After being on the run for 16 years, he was arrested in 2011 and later found guilty of participating in 11 murders. In 2018, he was killed in prison by fellow inmates. Number 6. Alimen Tokunov. Alimen, the elusive Russian businessman, has built a criminal profile that spans decades. From his early 30s, he has been arrested multiple times, including for parasitism and bribery. Despite his international travels and Israeli citizenship, his alleged involvement in the Taiwan Chick Trencher organization has landed him in hot water with the U.S. Southern District Court. As one of the group's leaders, he is said to be part of the infamous thieves-in-law who offer protection to criminals worldwide. With a $4 million bounty on his head, Alimen remains at large and is believed to be hiding in Russia, continuing to evade justice. Number 5. Felician Kabuga. Felician, the once wealthy man of Rwanda, had a dark side that was exposed during the 1994 Rwandan genocide. He played a key role in financing and supporting the government and military groups that committed the heinous acts of genocide. The U.S. Department of State's reward for his capture shows the severity of his crimes. Despite evading justice for many years, he was finally arrested in Paris in 2020, but his attempts to avoid extradition on health grounds were unsuccessful. Number 4. Joseph Kony. Joseph Kony, leader of the Lord's Resistance Army (LRA), claimed to be a prophet and led a Holy Spirit movement against the Ugandan government. He misled the LRA into committing heinous acts like murder, rape, mutilation, and abduction of children, with over 2 million people fleeing their homes. The International Criminal Court (ICC) issued a warrant for his arrest on the grounds of human rights violations, but he refused to sign the peace agreement until the ICC suspended the warrants. He and the LRA moved to Congo and Sudan and continued their terror activities. Number 3. Nazir al-Uwaisi. Born in Yemen in 1976, this man's story is one of radicalization and violence. He joined Al-Qaeda in 1988 and quickly rose through the ranks, becoming the leader of the Yemeni operations in 2002. He was later appointed as the leader of Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula AQAP, which carried out multiple terrorist attacks across the globe. The most infamous of these was the 2015 attack on the Charlie Hebdo offices in Paris, which killed 12 people. Despite his death in a drone strike in 2015, AQAP continues to pose a threat, with a new leader taking his place. This serves as a stark reminder of the ongoing battle against extremist ideologies. Number 2. Matteo Messina Denaro. Matteo Messina Denaro, born on the 26th of April 1962, hails from Sicily, where the notorious Mafia Commission of Trapani was led by his father. Denaro allegedly committed his first murder at the tender age of 18 and continued to make a name for himself in the Mafia by eliminating rival bosses. After his father's demise, he took over the reins of the Mafia, eventually becoming the leader of the largest Mafia group in the Trapani province. His criminal activities ranged from extortion, public construction contract takeover, and drug trafficking across Germany and Belgium. Denaro masterminded several terrorist bombings that caused deaths and injuries, the most infamous being the Uffizi Gallery bombing in 1993. He is wanted for over 50 murders, convicted for life imprisonment on multiple charges, and remains Europe's most wanted fugitive, having evaded the authorities for almost 3 decades. Number 1. Doka Abu Usman. Doku Amirov was a Chechen separatist leader who became a notorious figure due to his involvement in acts of terrorism and insurgency in Russia. Rising through the ranks during the Chechen War, he became the president of the Chechen Republic in 2006 and advocated for the creation of an Islamic Caucasus Emirate. Amirov was responsible for multiple attacks, including a suicide bombing on a train in Moscow and an attack on the Moscow airport. He was declared a wanted terrorist by the U.S. State Department and was on the UN Security Council's list of individuals associated with Al-Qaeda. So guys, that was it for this video. What did you think about our video? Let us know in the comment section below. If you are new to our channel, be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell to get notified about our latest videos. Thanks for watching.